with some music or something so we can be jamming?
We
need some tunes.
You just bored of answering questions? You'd rather be listening to music?
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I'll answer the questions, but we can do it and listen to music at the same time, right?
Oh, but then we can't monetize it on YouTube and we don't make any
Fair.
money.
That's
So.
fair. And you guys got to make money, too. I get that.
Are you bored of the media and fans talking about John Jones with such reverence?
No, I think John deserves that. He's put the work in. He's won those titles. He's beat those guys. He deserves that. I'm more sick of the bullshitting that the media is doing. Like, I get it. No one believes in me, and no one thinks I'm going to win this fight. I understand that. But I don't want you guys to worry about tiptoeing around my feelings. I get it. Instead of talking about the odds makers and no one giving me a chance and like pretending like it's everyone else but the people that happen to be standing in front of me, I wish people would say, listen, here's the deal. Us and no one else thinks you're going to beat John Jones. How do you feel about it? And I'm cool with that. As long as everyone, like, if I'm going to be honest with everyone else, then I expect everyone to be honest with me. That's the only thing that's bothered me.
I guess I would have to say then I probably would be picking John in this fight just to give you the honesty. You asked for it. But I do think it's a bit harsh that people are treating it like it's routine for him.
Right.
And I do think that you possess dangers to him that if he's coming in and overlooking you, then I think you can catch him and quite easily.
I think that whether John's overlooking me or not, if he's taking me as serious as he's taken every single fight in his entire career, I think John is not going to have an easy time no matter what. I don't think that this whole fight is predicated on John looking over me and me catching him. I think that I can beat John everywhere. I think that I can nullify the things that he does well, and I think I can expose his holes, and that's what I do best. I'm a finisher, and John's never fought a finisher like me, never has. And I'm dangerous every second of every minute of every round. And I believe that I have the answer to beat John Jones. I really do.
I guess I look at you, it's like he never got to fight Rumble. You're like the equivalent of that, right? It's like the fight that never happened. Him versus this insane heavy hitter. I mean, Rampage, but Rampage was perhaps a little bit on the decline. Right. So I think it's the first time we've seen John versus a one-hitter quitter as a right.
Well, so what? Not just that. I don't understand the huge underdog, like oh, he's got so many losses. Like, John is 14-0-1 in his last 15 fights. I'm 14-2 in my last 16. Like, am I really that big of an underdog? Like, has our path really been that much different? Like, I'm winning fights. I dropped a couple in there, which is whatever. But I don't see this huge disparity that everyone else sees. I just don't see it. I'm not wowed by anything that John does. And maybe it is a little bit like the Anthony Johnson fight that never happened, but I think that I bring more skills to the table than Anthony Johnson does. I think that Anthony Johnson's probably a more powerful puncher, but I'm definitely more dynamic. I have a kicking game, Anthony Johnson doesn't. I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, Anthony Johnson's not. I think that I bring a whole lot more tools to the table.
I guess there is a little bit. There has to be. You said you're a bit pissed off. Is there a chip on your shoulder? Like, beating John Jones is amazing, but is there an extra spice, like, and I'm going to shut you all up while I do it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's less about proving everyone else wrong and proving myself right. The things that I've been saying are truthful and that I mean them. DC and Gustafsson and everyone else who's fought John can go in there and they can say the things that everyone wants them to say. But it's different when you mean it. And I think that that's what's drawing the fans of this fight, is everyone can tell that I mean everything that I say, and that I'm not going in here to just try to land a lucky shot on John. I'm ready to beat John Jones twice.
I was about to say, you have to beat him twice.
I'm ready to beat him twice. And, as much as I think that the immediate rematch thing is bullshit, it is what it is, and that's what I'm preparing for.
How come you think it's bullshit?
Did Stipe get a rematch? I mean, what has John done that's better than Stipe? Stipe is the longest reigning heavyweight champion in history. What about Demetrius Johnson? He didn't get one. So why does John Jones get one?
I guess the answer to that is pay-per-view buys, right? But.
Well, I don't give a shit about pay-per-view buys. I give a shit about what's right.
You might give a shit about them when you're champion and you have that in your contract, though.
Well, exactly. But in this very moment, I don't care about them. So it's not like I'm going to try to duck John Jones when I beat him and not give him the rematch or whatever. I just think that there's been a precedent set, and the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all time didn't get a rematch. Why the fuck does John Jones get one? And that's what I'll say. And if I get a good answer, then we'll go from there.